must get out somehow. If we have to climb, fly, or use a rope, we must get out somehow. We must take the blindfold from our eyes so we can see the way. We've been too long down in the valley. We must get out right now. We don't need no more false teachings, no more false preachings. We must know that nature is the source of life. There's no heaven, there's no hell, there's no heaven in the sky. Those are the things that's holding us down. We've gotta stand up for the right. We've gotta live upright. We've gotta move up to the top. We must keep on going. We must never stop. We've been too long in the wilderness and we can't find a way. We've been used, abused, and refused by the slave master's will. They took our diamonds and our resources. Oh yes, they took everything. Now we've got to struggle to support our children while their generations have it all. We've got to stand up for the right. We've got to live upright. We've got to move up to the top. We must keep on going. We must never stop. We must never stop. We must never stop. We must never stop. Rise up, African children. We've been too long down in the valley. We must get out somehow. If we have to climb, fly, or use a rope, we must get out somehow. We must take the blindfold from our eyes so we can see the way. We've been too long down in the valley. We must get out right now. We don't need no more false teachings, no more false preachings. We must know that nature is the source of life. There's no heaven, there's no hell, there's no heaven in the sky. Those are the things that's holding us down. We've gotta stand up for the right. We've gotta live upright. We've gotta move up to the top. We must keep on going. We must never stop. We've gotta stand up for the right. We've gotta live upright. We've gotta move up to the top. We must keep on going. We must never stop. 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 Save African children, save African children. We are. Hey, how comes every one of a piece of Africa when Africa belongs to the Africans? How comes every one of a piece of Africa when France belongs to the Frenchmen? The British, they have a piece of Africa. The Germans have a piece of Africa. French, they have a piece of Africa. Hey, hey. The Portuguese have a piece of Africa. The Italians, they have a piece of Africa. The Dutch, they have a piece of Africa. Mama Africa, gotta take a piece, and no one's giving nothing back to you. And now that you're in need, they all turn their backs on you. I know that Mama Africa, you will pull through. I say, how comes everyone have a piece of Africa when Africa belongs to the Africans? How comes everyone have a piece of Africa when France belongs to the Frenchmen? The Germans have a piece of Africa. The British, they have a piece of Africa. The Dutch, they have a piece of Africa. Piece of Africa. Hey, Portuguese have a piece of Africa. Italians, they have a piece of Africa. French, they have a piece of Africa. Piece of Africa. It was down in Germany, they made their plans that they're going down in Africa to take as much as they can. They were welcomed by the loving Africans, but they went with evil minds and bad intentions. Save African children. Save African children. Now African children need medication and they need vaccination. And there's no one coming forward to help the situation. Mr. Man, when you're in your mansion, watching your television, and you see African children crying, how do you feel? Mr. Man, when you're eating with your family, and you see African children crying with their hungry belly, how do you feel? Mr. Man, when you're in your mansion, watching your television, and you see African children crying, how do you feel, Mr. Man? When you're eating with your family, and you see African children crying with their hungry bellies, how do you feel? I know we started, I know we started, I know we started, I know we started, bad mind thing, I know we started, red eye thing, I know we who started, grudgeful thing, I know we started, but them blame we for everything. Bad mind thing, I know we started, red eye thing, I know we who started, grudgeful thing, I know we started, but them blame we for everything. We used to live up in our peace and tranquility until they invade we. Oh yes, them come like wolf in a sheep clothing, and they stole everything. Until today them a reap, them a go on like a hard-work wheat. Or for parents them blood bleed. I can't believe what them do to me. But my thing I know we started, red eye thing I know we who started, grudgeful thing I know we started, but them blame we for everything. But my thing I know we started, red eye thing I know we who started, grudgeful thing I know we started, but them blame we for everything. While we were civil and I give praise, they were living in dark age, fighting and killing each other for material things and power. We had no army, we had no ammunition, we had a peaceful land. So when they finally came, they came with weapons of destruction. Same thing them growing from a long time ago, and the same thing them I grab with now. They caused destabilization among the people and their leaders, and then they step in and to solve the problem. But my thing I know we started. Red eye thing I know we who started. Grudgeful thing I know we started. But them blame me for everything. But my thing I know we started. Red eye thing I know we who started. Grudgeful thing I know we started. But them blame me for everything. Tranquility until they invade me. Oh yes, them come like wolf in a sheep clothing, and they stole everything. Until today, them a reap. Them a go like a hard-work wheat. Oh, for parents, them blood bleed. Can't believe what they do to me. But my thing I know we started. Red eye thing I know we started. Grudgeful thing I know we started. Blame with everything. But my thing I know we started. Red eye thing I know we started. Grudgeful thing I know we started. But them blame with everything. I know we started. No. I know we started. But them I blame with.
Yes, greetings, we're there with you. Yes, we're there with you. We're not asleep. We are much awake. Yes, Mr. Jacob Miller. You may have to watch it because it always give me some content irregularities. Yes, yesterday, greetings to each and every one. But yesterday, just a follow-up quickly and make some amendments. Spain. It's a big thing on Spain, man. And I needed to drop the geography because when we say Spain, for some people, it could be that them say, what? Spain gonna take the people them all across the world again. They didn't bring us there. We came from Africa into Spain. But then the Spanish took us, you see, because they did overthrow us. Yeah, that's another part of history, another discussion. But they took us out of Spain, now as slaves, you see, into Mexico via the U.S., into the U.S., but they made some kind of arrangement, if you like, with the Mexicans. Now look what happened really. The place that we call Louisiana, but before we go up this, so the place they call Florida. Florida was Spain, Spanish Spain, or Spanish Florida, you see? New Orleans, you understand? Just the corner there, so, right? And then inside now you have Texas. That's why I talk about San Antonio. Right, Texas, where the Bush family them come from or lived, yeah? Then above the Texas now you have a place called Louisiana. They were one of the wickedest prisons, yeah? Them call it Angola, you see? And enough of we people, Fred Hampton and all them people, them serve all them life inside here. We have enough people, what a brother name? I must remember his name. He's one of our political prisoners, right? That is in there, Omar something. Yeah? And a whole heap of people, man. It's mostly full of black people. One terrible place, it is said, right? Now that province of Louisiana, back in the 18 something, was Spanish. You see? Yeah, it was Spanish. That territory, you know, that goes all around Mississippi territory and so forth. So just beyond Texas now, you have New Spain. And that's what I alluded to, because me I say that them take them into Spain, right? So what me I say was trying to say really they move them from Spain and carry them into Mexico. But along the line of what is called Louisiana and Texas, or Texas today, back then was a territory of Spain. You see? Yeah, it was a territory of Spain. So when you look on some maps, them call it even now New Spain. And then above that now you have Colorado, and then you're there upon the Mexico. You see? So that is a little bit of geography, because for the people them who say, nah man, that man they're idiot. You know, you can't take the people them take them from this so and carry them so far. Yeah man, them use for we ships too. Yeah, and carry across this so. So these are things that even some of the young man them, couple young man them America, I deal with, but them don't want to, or they don't know, or whatever the program is, they don't mention the Spanish connection, you see, with African people or black people in America, because them go up to Virginia, you see. But we have been there long time too, before we been slaves in other place, in North America, right? And then you have up top there, you have British North America. Because you know say that it is the British people them that was victimized over here, so, and in Ireland and Scotland, and them just, yeah, Protestants and what have you, and Quakers and what have you, and which is another scriptural reasoning that be good to have, because a lot of people are not informed. Them keep that straight to them chest. Who's this? The British. The British who are Americans. That's why them have this great relationship, and that's how them speak. You know what I mean? This relationship them say that them have between the two, England and America. You see, the people them leave here for refuge and salvation, because they were brutalized through religious persuasions. And at the same time, you couldn't say certain things, and you should not have certain manuscripts. And these people maintain them things until so much of them were being tortured and burnt, and a serious thing, big time. But black people, a lot of us don't seem to go into that side, and the British and others don't tell that history. You see, because them find so that we hook, line, and sink in a their own thing. So that if we understand the misery and the persecution, we will never fall into it. And then from the time they reach the Newfoundland, which is called America by them the same thing them run from, the inflicted on people them find there. You see? So when one was to unravel and tell their story, you see that the people them are very much a dangerous set of people. Dangerous. Because them left somewhere through persecution and them go somewhere and everything that them find there, them inflicted persecution on and killed, wiped them out. You see? A terrible set of people. Seriously. A terrible set of people. And then the ones them over here now kept them eye, kept them under observation, and decided to drop laws from over here and them over there. So then you have this conflict. You see? Yeah, man. You have this conflict that rose for many years, many decades, until the until the Civil War. You see? And that's when them throw we inside the thing now. You understand? So the whole American thing is a bunch of bad people. And the same conflict happened down there in Australia. You understand? Yeah. The people them create misery. So them fled from to and them create problems once them reach there. You know how much people them kill? And then on top of that now, them enslave we. You see? Yeah. So when you twist and turn the thing, you don't twist and you don't turn, it's still British. It's still British. And look at the situation that took place. The Civil War is them fighting themselves. How is that? Them infiltrated the people them with a particular feeling that they had from here. See? And those who were settling decide that they're going to pull strings, and they pull strings with over here against their brethren over this. See? And then fell apart, and one group get to understand what was happening, and them decide for split. You see? Because obviously you got traitors, you have to do something. And with that now you have father a fight son, or son a fight father, uncle a fight brother, and so forth and so forth. The Civil War, you see? And yeah, and we was part of all of that nonsense, and we don't know what is what from what is which. And true, many of us are slave, house slave, field slave, everybody slave. We just fought. And then it took many years to find out about the Buffalo Soldiers, you see, that really set a standard for them. Now, after the Civil War, we weren't given nothing. A lot of pledges, but nothing, you see. So that's why Elijah Muhammad turned around and say to them that we need a state. You understand? What we do for ourselves. Because if you not take we back home, whence you take us from, then we need a state. You understand? Some territories that we can develop for ourselves. And that hasn't happened. So when I started about Louisiana, right? And these things. And you have Indiana, another territory. And it goes on, Mississippi, Kansas and so forth, right? So them just refuse. They refuse. Now, when you check this history and then check what them give as black history, and then to see what we accomplish in terms of what you may say is inventions and so forth, right? Life tools. You understand? Life tools. That was us. That was us. Right? So you see, in the West, we help them to develop an infrastructure. No matter where we went, even under the most atrocious conditions, this is what we brought to humanity. You understand? So, who is it that's degrading us? It's not us. We only neglect ourselves when we don't make it known of our accomplishments under duress. When we don't make it known, you see, we sell ourselves short. And then we fall in love with things that these people propagated and was much a part of their thing. And if we pay attention, you see that those same things they do not use anymore. If you look upon the working class, a very small percentage of the working class, for they know not, would dabble in these things. Because we're human, after all. Everybody look for some solace, some salvation. But why the black people them hold on to the wicked things that belong to these people? And then we make it seem like it's our thing, when it's not. When all we should have been looking for is to go home. Yes, flee. Not try to integrate on all these things and make ourselves create a love of fear with the people that hate you, disparage you from the offset. A foolishness when you check it. Right? So our people, them who were in Spain, they were moved out of Spain, bring across the ocean, straight into the U.S., into North America, destination Mexico. So many stayed in the region that we call New Spain, going into Colorado, into Mexico. You understand? That was the journey, right? They had to go through Texas. Right? That was the journey. Now, you must know, say, enough people splintered off different places. But the whole objective was to take us as far across out of their precinct as possible. And plus, Spain dominated those areas of America that they were taking us to. You understand? So that's a little bit of geography in the thing. And we're talking about the North Atlantic Ocean. So if everybody starts saying, wait, what is he talking about airplanes? Stop that. We're not speaking of airplane. We're talking about ship, and we're talking about ship that we had, and we're talking about ship that they were able to develop through, we're talking about a period of 850 years. Right? So if you want to go to Spain and look at Granada and everything, you can go there. Because when you do, you see the remnants of the development. You're not hearing just history to look in a book. You see an infrastructure that is still with us today. You see some huge mass that's integrated into church and synagogues and everything. Because the builders, the architects, them build some beautiful mass. But the transformation after them exile us or exit us from the place, them take those same mass and reconstruct them to be synagogues and chapels. I wouldn't say church, I would say call them chapels, or ministries or monasteries and so forth. And then you can go to see all the educational institutions that are there as well. Right? It's Africans that built those things. So when you look at the England and France and these places, and you're talking about the Renaissance, you better start thinking, realizing and read that you're speaking of what Africans did for the Europeans in these times. You understand? The Dark Ages is when the Renaissance is when the African out of Spain and other Africans came into Europe and elevated the people them into hygiene, developing infrastructure, you name it, they civilized them, And they had the cheek when they were able then to go on the continent to call us savages. And that one I need to understand. And through that word reneged to their people when them come back here. You understand? So then they brought a number of females and some males into England, into France, into Germany, and make jokes, and put us in cages. You understand? And people came and view us, yeah? Pinch us and look at us and laugh, and it played into that thing where they call us savages. Because many of them have never seen a black person close up ever. So now you have someone just parading one black person, a man or a woman, and so forth. And then you have an orator turning around to say, look at her backside, look at her face, look at her lips, and so forth and so forth. And then the newspaper show you say that we're savages. Yeah? So this thing that we call racism was a taught thing. It was taught. And we were vilified. You understand? So when the best of us, in the sense of Africans that came dressed in a European manner, came around, from after that time, they were still looking down on us. So it didn't matter that Beethoven and Bach symphony was conducted by us or written by us. It didn't matter. And that's why we're deemed just to be play and amusement people. Nothing more. You understand? And the same way you see a zoo today, the zoos were started by putting Africans in cages and paraded around for people to look at and jeer and everything. So when you understand these things, you tell me why you're so in love with what they concocted and you wouldn't give it up for nothing. That means we have lost our screwballs. No, that means you're really indoctrinated by European people. You don't see outside of any box that they've put us in. You understand? And our history, our vision should have been looking at the continent to learn about our history, to learn about our ancestors, right? Because we all know that we originate somewhere else. So for those who don't want to know this somewhere else, you know that they're integrated mentally in their mind. So you know that the theological education has indoctrinated, hypnotized, brainwashed them totally, right? So when I project Al-Islam, I'm projecting Al-Islam to say that it can remove the blinkers from your eye, it can remove the dumbs out of your ears, and it can remove all mysteries from your brain and free up your soul and your conscience, because Al-Islam is free. You understand? It's not man you work with. It's Allah, God Almighty, you work with. And God Almighty, you work with us. You understand? The only individual that we fall in love with and we follow as a guide, as an example, is the Prophet. It's the Prophet. You understand? The Prophet of Al-Islam is who we fall in love with. You understand? But Allah is first. We can't fall in love with the Prophet first and forget Allah. No, they don't work that way. Why is the Prophet important? He's a teacher. He set the example. You understand? Or how to conduct the instructions that is given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because he was able to live it along with us. You understand? So when Isa came, Isa was to do the same thing. But they wanted to ostracize him, vilify him, and always had to flee from these wicked and terrible people. Don't you understand? He always had to flee. If you learn the life of the Prophet had to defend himself, and the people around him represented him, protected him. He still had to flee. You understand? So Isa alayhi salam, he had to flee constantly. So he never had a good innings in relation to projecting the teaching or the guiding us to what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted for us. Right? So that's why he said he have to go. Huh? And he will send one. One will come after me. You understand? That will not speak of himself, but will speak and glorify me. And for every word that he hears, this is the criteria. Whatever he hear, he will repeat. Now, there's no individual that has made that claim. And the Prophet didn't have to make that claim. The Prophet lived that claim. You understand? He lived that claim. And what's the greatest miracle of the Muhammad Rasulullah? Is Al-Quran. He didn't write it. He recited it. It's we who write what he say. Now there's no book, there's no manuscript, any part of this world, and would ever be that is like unto the Quran, and it's still there as that challenge. We'll give you one, make one ayah like unto any, one verse like unto any, but we are saying to you now, give us a book. And while you're at that, give us some who knows whatever them have, by heart of whatever them have. Even the person who writes something finds it difficult to memorize what it is that they've written. You see? What a thing. And it's human beings. So a simple test, 1400 years ago, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to the Prophet to tell the poets, do that. That was a test. And Arabs were known for beautiful writing, beautiful recitation, and beautiful poetry worldwide. And they did try. And they did the test that they failed miserably. Who did? They did. You understand? There you go. So, I beg you, don't think so that I am forcing anybody or indoctrinating anybody. All I'm saying is, when I'm dealing with truth and I'm giving these light, these spots of light to examine, to look and go and clarify for yourself. Because if I wanted to bring you to Al-Islam or attempted to do that, it'd be a different method. Completely different method. Because the first would be to understand what La ilaha is. You understand? La ilaha, what it is. You see? So, and I ain't gonna go down the road with no J. When my school education from secondary school showed me about the J long time, right? And knowing that the individual that you're trying to portray didn't have that name. That's another thing, you see? So we Muslims, we know him as Isa alayhi salam. The title that's being brandished about the place, Jesus, doesn't exist. Now, if there's an individual that have that characteristic, I have a characteristic, right? I don't know who that individual is. If you all do, help us to understand who that is. But if you're saying it's a son of Mary, then I'm saying no. You're talking about a different Mary and you're talking about a different child. Seriously. You understand? And this is how things are. When you're talking about Jacob, I don't know who that is, right? If you want to take Jacob and make him to be the protege of the 12 tribes of Israel, then you have to declare what you're saying also. Because some people think that Israel is a state, it's a landmass. No, never. It wasn't. Someone didn't want to make it that way. Historically, no. Geographically, no. You see? So, even the people who say this, they don't give you the names of the 12 tribes. And even black people, beside the 12 tribes of Israel, Rasta, beside them, no one else used their names. But what them do is tell you about Ishmael and Isaac. And everybody, from the Caucasian point of view, the Western man, want to be Isaac. Them say they are followers of Isaac or they're seed of Isaac. So if they are seed of Isaac and they want to follow Isaac, Isaac is one of the 12 tribes of Israel. Then they know that. Or do they not recognize that? And Ishmael is also one. Don't they know that? Why do they not want to recognize that? And Father Abraham alayhi salam. Father. Why they don't want to acknowledge his protege? So it's a distortion. And Al-Islam come, the Prophet, with Al-Quran, to clear all of these doubts and distortions. But since it's not English, it's not being given by the theological schools, etc., etc., everyone debunks it and push it aside. And all I'm saying is, hold on a minute, step back. Step back and view it. View it for yourself. And don't be afraid of the language. And don't be dismissive of your own self just because you don't know. Because then if your culture, your language is English, then it was inevitable that for me to say that we weren't enslaved. It's just that all of a sudden the white man stopped liking us. You understand? Because that means we was always with him. And then him just start disliking us. But then history shows that that's not the truth. That's not what happened. You understand? No one speaks it the way I speak it. I'm not boosting myself. It's just factual. So, I tried to clear that one up about Spain. So, we'll go to the heroes.
We need to know where we're coming from. To know
You see how we do what we do? Look at that. The man them come up already, you know. Content issues detected.
the truth will set us free.
Yo, Facebook. No, YouTube. What I tell the people them say about me?
They didn't tell us no. They didn't tell us about Nocturna. They didn't tell us about Emotet.
You see? That's probably why they're tracing me, because they say, let me watch and see what I'm doing now, because him play those songs, we hear what those songs are saying, they're teaching, it's words that is coming out of their mouth. Now he's add to those words. Now let's see what he's done. We have to stop him in his track. So when them put up there now, content issues detected. Copyright. I mean, I tell you, man, right? But if I was playing some nasty thing and some things that don't have no significance in relation to what I'm speaking of and history and the origin of African people, then we're not doing nothing, right? And how me know that? Me play some things that have no significance and me keep my mouth shut. And they don't do nothing. You see? So, any technician that's out there that know how to set up a platform, that one don't have to go through all of these people who don't want us communicating with ourselves, help me. You understand? If you sell a service, me pay for it once you know what the hell you're doing. Right? But if you want to come tell me something to make out that you want the money and you don't know what the hell you're doing, stay where you are. But if you know the technology, you know the server and these things, please come help me, man. Call me. You understand? Call principal, help me. Seriously. Because these people are wicked.
They didn't tell us
Wicked people.
Bazinga. They didn't tell us about Muhammad. They didn't tell us about Omar Fati. They fight their way out of slavery. We must honor them. We must honor them. Life begun down in Egypt. Down there in Kemet, our ancestors laid the foundation so that we could benefit from it. Everything was documented on the wall.
And this is a music that make long, you know. When I tell you, man, junior English. Yeah? Come on, people. Stop it, man. True, me don't disrespect my sisters, them. True, me don't disrespect my mother. True, me don't disrespect, you understand? We keep the African thing clean. Keep the respect for our women clean. Keep the lyrical content clean. You understand? Yeah. None of this batty rider business. And they don't like it. Me not care damn. Mr. Sugar Miner, Babylon. I tell you. Yo, you must tell friends, you know. Because you know, say we do something down here different. You understand? And the education we are work with of ourselves. You understand? Not trying to be superior to another. Must value your drops of water, man. Tell you, seriously. Mr. Sugar Minor. Yeah, man. Leroy. The dance smart. Share the link, man. Mr. Leroy Smart. Conscious sounds and lyrics. Mr. Johnny Clark playing under Augustus Pablo rhythm track. I blow Pablo. After we ting. One of the greatest musicians the world has ever listened to or heard. I blow Pablo. Rockers International.
Rasta, no warrior. Some of them say.
Yo, give it a version. Version.
I and I, no follow.
See? Give it a version. Listen. So me go chant and tell you no. Rastafari never validate the Bible. And Rastafari never needed the Bible or any scriptural document from the slave master to validate themselves. Because Rastafari is from the earth, rootically. After being put in bondage and taken out to the land to which they were, they neglect their captive and set them soul free. You understand? Rasta. Never come with no trimmings that the white guy had in his back pocket. Never had to come with no trimmings the white guy had with a cross. Rasta never did that. That means him accept slavery. Never did. Can't do. Rasta is what you call a real African in a captivity. See? Yeah. So, tell your friend, that's what me say. That's what I mean, and that's what I know. Because I was one of those. And I give thanks to my grandfather. So don't mess around with what you think you understand from me. Because you don't know unless you ask. Sin? At that. Rasta no follow no Christian scripture. And I tell you that. No validate no white boy, nothing. You spy. Levi Crucial Thompson. Stop spying. And stop lying. Because you lie to yourself. And well you knew it. Yes man, progression is what we want. I want to see beautiful women free. I tell you, working for someone else. Don't want to see us progress. Yo, spread the word, man. Spread the link. Because we do our things different. See? And you can tell them, you know, he's a Muslim and he doesn't joke. Neither does he smoke. Yeah. Neither drink, man. You see, when we talk like this, some people them turn around and think say that we have a mind, a heart, a feeling full of hate. What is that? You understand? What is that? You've been constantly being despised. You've been constantly being pushed down. You've been constantly being racially abused. What do you want? Eh? What you want? mentally, physically abused, racially abused. What do you want from me and from some of us? Eh? Integration. You're mad. You are mad. Seriously. And if you don't see yourself successful by yourself and by your own people and having a means to come together and cooperate and develop, then we're not going anywhere anytime soon. See? And many of us is about to leave the earth. Serious. We are going under it. So what the hell are you waiting for? When you're supposed to try to do something and set up things, educate and elevate your children and your grandchildren. So when you gone, they don't go through such misery. You understand? 73 years we are wait for pie to come out of sky. We look for milk for come down. And we look for cow for jump over moon. And then we are still await for honey. And the honey, did they already because the bees them working. You understand? The milk did they already because the cow them give milk. Unless you extract it, you're not going to get none. But you wait for bottle milk, right? There you go. And honey, you want someone to bring it and give you, right? Come on, let's be serious. Sensible. You understand? It is our children and us who are being brutalized. It's our children who is killing each other, and we have to go cemetery and bury them. So those children who's being buried, who are going to bury it for them parents? Eh? Come on, mate. Let's look at the transition. Let's look at the transition. A mother have a child. The child get killed. The mother burn her belly and she a bawl naturally. A mother's been traumatized. She doesn't have any hope for the next day, which is the next tomorrow. Who did that? The same social construct that hated us in the first place. And since we've been living among them, we have learned so much. But we refuse to improvise and implement and apply the structure that we're part of. So we too can develop and feel somewhat safe in the society. And be humanely treated. Not inhumane, but humanely treated. As like a human being should be. You see? And that me defend. Can't change from that. Because anything else is foolishness. Anything else is foolishness. Back to the Rastaman. Mr. Carlton Livingston. See? He's not going to church, you know. Yeah, George Nook, who sing like he must read storybook.
Oh yes, it was happening, but no, no more. Yeah, yeah, it was happening. Tribal war. We know what no more I got. Tribal war. I know that we are defend. Yeah, I'll give your praises in the morning when I hear the people say, they start sitting up and licking cup. One by one they take a lick us up, saying that the war is over, it's over. We now see ourselves in unity, celebrating with better calling. Now that the war is over, no more war. Tribal war, yeah, yes. We know what no more I got. Tribal war, yeah, yes. I know that we are defend. Tribal war, we know what no more I got. Tribal war, I know that we are defend. We now see ourselves in unity, celebrating with better calling. Now that the war is over, tribal war, yeah, we know what no more I got. Tribal war, yeah, yes. I know that we are defend. They start sitting up and licking cup. One by one they take a lick us up, say that the war is over, no more war. We now see ourselves in unity. When will we ever stop our fighting?
Mr. Johnny Osborne.
Standing up that we should all just start uniting. They're asking for peace, yet they never stop fighting. Will there ever come a time when mankind be united? I'm just a passerby singing and rejoicing. And if you listen with your heart, you can hear angel voices. They're always singing. You hear the angel voices. You hear the angels singing in harmony. You
right into the future. Brother, tell me what you gonna do for the nowadays youth, sir. You see, I'm just a passerby, I'm still singing and rejoicing. But if you listen with your heart, I know you're really gonna hear children's voices. They're always been singing. Can't you hear little children singing? Tra-la-la-la-la-la. Can't you hear little children voices? La-la-la till they do. Can't you hear little children singing? Tra-la-la-la-la. Only Jaja gonna help us now.
judge, hear ye him. Oh yeah, God save the African king. Anyone have anything to say before this just judge? Come say it now and say it like you glad, and not like you mad. For this judge have no mercy in this time.
Courts in session, silence in the court. The court's in session, silence in the court. The court's in session, silence in the court. The court's in session.
Christopher Cumberlas?
Yes, sir.
Francis Drake,
Yes, my lord.
Bartholomew de las Casas,
Your Honor.
Vasco da Gama,
Present. Majesty.
Alexander so-called the Great,
I am here, sir. I am here.
John Hannon,
Sir.
James Grant,
Your Honor.
David Livingstone,
Yes, present. Marana,
John
present.
Constantine,
Yes, sir.
Henry Martin,
Yeah.
Arthur Polo.
Yes, sir.
Now say after me, I solemnly swear that the evidence I shall give shall be the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God. Silence in the court. The court's in session. 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 Silence in the court. The court's in session.
Your Honor.
You're all brought here and count one. Robbing and raping Africa. Anthem. Two, stealing black people out of Africa. Three, brainwashing black people. Four, holding black people in captive for more than
Sir, I can't get the action.
more than 300 years. Five, killing over 50 million black people without a cause.
Not
Six, teaching black people to hate themselves.
execution, Your Honor.
Anthem. Court's in session. Silence in the court. If any of you have anything to say before this execution, say it quick. Say it glad. This judge is getting impatient.
Your Honor, it's only
Anthem.
Your Honor, it's only 10
No mercy. Penalty for all this. Each of you must be hung by the tongue.
But Your Honor, we've been forced.
Anthem. No appeal will be accepted. Silence in the court. The court's in session. Silence in the court. The court's in session. Silence in the court. The court's in session. Court adjourned.
Yes, man. I saw the thing. I saw the thing set. You know, understand?
Pull it up, selector. Pull it up, selector.
Yeah, man, of the roots once again. Rockers reggae music.
May I beg you, share the link. You understand me? Please. Cause we do what we do around here different.
Now, here comes the music.
Whoa. Yeah. I'm here say now. No matter where you go, no matter where you do it, you don't have love, no, you got nothing at all. Cause remember, love conquer it all, love conquer everything. Baby say that. Whoa, yeah.
Yo, YouTube, where I going with? You make me an enemy too? Mighty Joe Gibbs and Errol Thompson. Yo, are you a rebel with a cause? Let me find out.
I'm a rebel with a cause just because of that cause. Yeah. I'm a rebel with a cause just because. Yeah. That cause.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, yeah. I'm me and say now. No matter where you go, no matter what you do, if you don't have love in you, you got nothing at all. Cause remember, love conquer it all, love conquer everything. The Uber said that. Whoa, whoa, yeah.
Sir, YouTube means a rebel with a cause. See? Honor me.
I'm a
Yeah.
rebel with a cause just because.
When I come here with vulgarity, watch it, man.
Cause.
A woman, whoever you are.
I'm a rebel with a cause.
Dennis Emmanuel Brown.
Just because, yeah, that cause. Gets grown and back in the ghetto. As a youth coming up, I went on my way.
Don't forget to click your box, because this is what? Sound system.
Finding myself never to you. See, and I'm never alone.
And Miss Chin and family, VP, our best, you know. Yeah, London, Star Green, Rockers International best.
I'm a rebel with the cause, just because of that cause. I'm a rebel with the cause, just because of that cause. Yeah, yeah, oh, yeah.
Yvonne Brown. Yeah, the wife of Dennis Brown, man. Are we brethren? Are we sistering? You know? Watch it.
Stay at home, yeah. That little girl was born on the ghetto side of town. She knows every trick in the book and she certainly gets around. She's been with many men since she was only 10. She never stay at home. She's always on the run. Your mama is wondering where you are. But do you see at nights when you're under the stars? Baby, keep on running and you won't get far. Stay at home, sister, stay at home. Don't let your mama down. Don't be a runaround. No. Ooh, no.
See, in the 70s, you know, we give good instructions in our music. See, watch what happened when the 12 tribe come into the thing. Watch it.
Children of Israel, take heed.
See, that was the 12 tribe of Israel. And what him say? The children of Israel are not the land of Israel. See, we're not stupid. Debo! Still in the 12 tribe of Israel, you know what I mean? I remember that. Yeah. Dennis Strong. Listen.
Come let me rock with you. I want this dance with you. Yeah. Come let us dance this song. Yeah. 'Cause I'm feeling the sweat. Yeah. Let me know your name, and I do the same, yeah. Tell me what are you hungry for, and I soothe your mind, yeah. How do you feel when you're walking on the road and there are folks that criticize you each time you pass them by?
comes the music.
The things you do in life.
Yeah, man, of the roots once again. Rockers reggae music.
And wonder how you live the way you do, but they'll never get next to you. No, they never get next to you. Whoa,
I feel it, sick of telling below it.
yeah.
I feel it, sick of telling below it.
So no matter what they say or do, they can stop. You know, 'cause in everything a man do, he must remember that the Father's watching him. Yes, in his own way. Yes, in his own way.
Oh Lord, you've searched me. You know my ways. Even when I fail you, I know you love me. Your holy presence surrounding me in every season. I know you love me. Oh, I know you love me. At the cross I bow my knee, where your blood was shed for me. There's no greater love than thee. Greater love than thee. You have overcome the grave. Your glory fills the highest place. What can separate me now? Separate me now. You go before me.
You see, there's sometimes, yeah, you have to do certain things just to not make yourself just feel good, but to take the thing to another level because you understand what is going on. But sometimes these operations that's out there, them spoil your fun.
Can't believe it's real. I get this kind of feeling when I'm lying next to you. I get this oh so sweet kind of feeling when you do all the things you do. I get this coochie 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 kind of feeling when I hold you in my arms. I get this really lovely crazy kind of feeling when you cover me with your charm. Now time is tight, and I haven't got much time to offer. Give praises to Jaja, I believe you're the one that I asked for. And if ever I go out the door, you know I'll be back for sure. Loving you is a pleasure, and you know I will always treasure the kind of feeling when I'm lying next to you. I get this oh so sweet kind of feeling when you do all the things you do. I get this coochie 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 kind of feeling when I hold you
Ay, 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 ay. Oh, yes, have mercy, Lord. Oh, yeah. How long shall the wicked reign? Not long, not long. Waiting for the righteous to fall. They're so wrong, so wrong. They laugh in your face, wanna be in your place, but I don't envy them at all. Gave the world lose their soul, wasn't theirs to control. Victory is mine for yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. For yet a little while, and the righteous shall be free. Hypocritical mockers, yes, are waiting for a feast. Iniquity workers, sons and daughters of vanity. They laugh for a while with their old crooked smile. No self-esteem, no shame. Gave the world lose their soul, wasn't theirs to control. Victory is mine for yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. For yet a little while, and the righteous shall be free. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, yeah. Be at peace with yourself, do what is right, bend into the Lord, keep a spiritual sight. He's got your back, though it seems against the wall. He'll hold you up when you think you might fall. Gain the world and lose your soul, yeah. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. For yet a little while, and the righteous shall be free.
Shut up, da-da-da. Shut up, shut up, da-da-da. Shut up, shut up, da-da-da. Shut up, boy. Weeping and mourning all over now. Weeping and mourning all over the world. People rebelling for their needs. If you look in the street, you see what I mean. They can talk and talk, it ain't gonna work. You see violence and abuse, it's a failure to love. And where there's no justice, there's no peace. Where there's no justice, there's no peace. Shut up, da-da-da. Shut up, 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 revolution, revelation, revolution. It's getting tough, rougher than rough. Those depressing youngsters is another pharaoh that's holding on to power and depressing the people. Weeping and mourning.
Culture expression. Yeah, we deal with you, man.
Weeping
Up there.
and mourning
Serious thing.
all over the world. People rebelling for their
Things sometimes the
needs.
culture expression
If you
roll into
look in
one.
the
Watch it.
street, you'll see what I mean. Where there's no justice.
Rise up and take your stand. In sleeping brother man. Maintain your youth man. Look at it is a shame. Baby father, won't you shoulder your weight?
Lyrics.
Food on their plate. While they use
Selector.
the hands of fate. The time is right now, Lord. Fancy cars and jewelry, things now are flowing abundantly. Poaching loose systematically, whining and dining your salary. Trips to Rome, no money back home. Mommy at the shoulder, it all alone. It is a shame.
You know, I said
Baby
Coca
father, won't you
teach
shoulder
this
your
now.
weight? Put food on their plate. While they use to their hands of fate. The time is right now. Oh Lord, there's no time to wait. Baby Father, won't you shoulder your weight? Put food on their plate. While they use to the hands of faith, the time is right now. Because the youths of today, governments of tomorrow. Invest today, so tomorrow won't borrow. Dedicated to you, straighter than bow and arrow. Wide with the ocean and deep is the sea. You never got your eyes off the King Majesty. Run to the south, a Mars in the north. Revelation reveal you shall not miss him money well run. So it is just a shame. Baby Father, won't you shoulder your weight? Put food on their plate. While they used to the hands of faith. The time is right now. Oh my, the time is right now. I said the time is now. Oh, the time is now. Look it up. Now I said ting-a-ling-a-ling, the lunch bell ring. Policy youth can't afford nothing. Tired to sponge on the stretching ball.
Till about a sound, only the wheels on. Say my conclusion when you wanna live a life, love the life I live, but don't love me for vanity, girl. Do you hear what the man say, baby? Hear what the man say? Wait a wonder, sing it out now. I am a king with so much blessings to call my own. So much love to give you, girl. Girl, I'm not poor. You don't want love, walk through the door. You don't want love, walk. Oh, hey. Listen. I own the world with so much blessings to call my own, girl. So much love to give you, girl. A love that is true. You don't want love, walk through the door. You don't want love, walk. Yeah. Ooh. I could say you can't have some more, but there is a time when everyone gets to love you. But you just always keep asking for more. You better pack your things and walk through the door, 'cause I am a king with so much blessings to call my own, girl. And I've got so much love to give you, girl. Girl, I'm not poor.
Listen.
Burn my fire like my desire. Oh, na 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 na. Yeah. I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna tell the whole world that you're my Lord. My Lord and Savior. I'm gonna give, I'm gonna give, I'm gonna give. I wanna live covered under your blood for eternity. Teach me, blessed Savior, to examine myself. Oh, 'cause I wanna be like you. Walk humble each and every day. When trials and tribulation come my way, let me live my life for you. Oh, I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna tell the whole world that you're my Lord. Yeah. I'm gonna give. I'm gonna give. That I wanna give. I wanna live. I wanna live under your blood for eternity. Yeah. So many distractions in my way. I'm gonna press on, Lord, kneel and pray, and trust the miracles in my life. I'm not the woman I used to be. There's a fire burning inside of me. I wanna live my life for you, Jesus.
wanna give. I wanna live. Some hearts in here, some of these girls, some of these girls.
Watch him
Now I'm
step up.
talking to my girlfriend. Baby girl, I hope you're listening. Oh, yeah. From you get me, you're not hot no more. And from you get me, you're not shop no more. Now we're nothing sexy from the Vicky store. And you're not beat like you did before. If you step up, you're gonna lose me. Because the girl, them out the road, them not refuse me. And girl, you know if it please your man, that's how you do.
Go on, Christopher.
And you know you used to do it before you had me. Oh, if you not step up, you're gonna lose me. Because the girl, them out the road, them not refuse me. And you know if it please your man, that's how you do it. And girl, you know you used to do it before you had me. So why you stop? Some of these girls need to learn the score. I give them man less when we deserve more. I get comfortable once step through the door. The thing the book at 10, I know it's up to 4. I know you, I say you want more attention. And more of me time will make me mention what happened to the floor and the ceiling fan. Excitement gone, know what's the position. Let me tell you, you're not hot no more. And your hairstyle, you're not shot no more. You know, we're nothing sexy from the Vicky store. You're done with the gym, now work out no more. If you not step up, you're gonna lose me. Because the girl, them out the road, them not refuse me. Unless you know if it please your man, that's how you duty. And girl, you know you used to do it before you had me. Girl,
Christopher Martin. Things in time, culture expression, rolling one man. I tell you.
And girl, you know you used to do it before you had me. Hey, listen,
Easy YouTube.
And the sexiness, 5 times a week.
The copyright and the control ones.
Big t-shirt, not feeling it. Negligee, lingerie, baby girl, I'm missing it. Yeah. Girl, you want a man in your life. I love you mad, but you not see the things that what you not do. And yes, the sexy little things that what you stop do. That's the vibe we really need to get back to. Yo, and from you get me, you're not hot no more.
Step it.
And from you get me, you're not shop no more. No, not the sexy from the Vicky store. No, you're not sweet.
This one after the beat of musical hit of the day. Ain't no matter what they do, no matter what they say.
Do it.
Hey baby, long time I've been waiting. I've been sitting and watching you pass me by.
Alright. Don't touch that dial.
This one after the beat of musical hit of the day. Ain't no matter what they do, no matter what they say. Hey baby, long time I've been waiting. I've been sitting and watching you pass me by. I would like to take you home, no more shall I roam, girl. I don't want to call you on the telephone. So baby, won't you come home, girl? Come and rock it with me.
Hey.
Baby, oh baby, my life want to be free. Oh cockatoo, what you gonna do for me?
Sing, my brother.
Baby, come home to me. Yeah.
What do you say?
Baby, come home to me.
Hypnostar, roaming the streets at night. Little girl, you wanna fuss and fight. Roaming the street day or night. Girl, you getting me uptight. So won't you come home, girl? No more, I want you to roam, yeah. Coco.
Oh, how I miss you. Oh, how I miss you.
Daddy,
I dream every night. I'm dreaming of you. Yeah.
yeah. Bouncing east and you bouncing west. Coming to west with my latest request. And I'm Bobby Digital on the sweet cup of tea. Musical did say you about to feel free. I've been begging you.
I've been ruling.
Baby, to come home.
Lord of mercy.
Baby, come home. Baby, come home. Yeah.
I say to tickle me once and then you tickle me twice. You call me now the dance and say you wanna feel like. So go home, girl.
Baby, come home.
Daddy,
Come home. Baby, come home.
Go on.
Well, oh well.
preservation, celebration for the nation. Well, forward, children forward.
Man called Lionel Mary
the
says,
Rasta man, boy, the Rasta man. Well, forward, children forward. Hail the Rasta man, oh hail the Rasta man. Well, Jah came away one sunny day. I was chosen specially to be a vessel for the cause, free the people from captivity. And so we practice love in action. Happiness is the main attraction. You are second to none, one for all for one. Forward, children forward. Hail the Rasta man, boy, the Rasta man. Well, forward.
Then we could have them a nice rhythm here, and you not play them in a session. How you going with? Sure. What a sweet, sweet reggae beat. Go and go tweet. Move up your dancing feet. Hey, what a sweet reggae beat. Go and go tweet. Move up your dancing feet. Make rock and pop off, but I'm not black and pop off now. Session can't stop and lock off. Tune tough like a Japan Jacan, yeah. So make a rock to the part, yeah. Cause the vibe just a start, yeah. And we are full joy with laughter, and I celebrate we prosper. What a sweet reggae beat. Go and go tweet. Move up your dancing feet. Hey, what a sweet reggae beat. Go and go tweet. Move up your dancing feet. Just get up and free up yourself when the music a play. Where you sit down for the salvation, where you want, where you seek every day. Another vibes that you come for. Happiness is all I bring. Yeah. Inna this a song I sing. Happiness is all I bring.
So when you heard alarm, a murder gone. Further on, shut the word of Sam. Guess what?
Free up.
No weather like
yes.
So me tell me black brother try come. You see the leather climb one. Every day me check it out, another life gone. The man them never like farm. No man no one plant the peas, them rather try can. Stay up on the right turn, no recognize wrong. Father God, the man me left and right arm. Right now I pray, we a pray. 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 And we not gonna make them stray, we a wait. Yeah. Pray, we a pray. Pray, we a pray. Mama says son no feel me no day. Pray, we a pray. Pray, we a pray. Most juvenile aim is a gear. Praise to the most high and a prayer. A prayer a day. Keep vampire away. Things a get vile from what day. Watch your line and no stray. All who a take life that no pay. You just catch 5 and a play with a 9 and a K. Can't believe us so the island you stay. Me a bonus play full of rims and a ice one away. Watch them from a mile and a. Right now I pray, we a pray. 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 And we not gonna make them stray, we a wait. Yeah. Pray, we a pray. Pray, we a pray.
Hanging on the wall, yeah. Sila, moon. Rise up them heartbeat.
We have promote the artist them for the distributor. Yeah, you know that already.
Hanging on the wall. Rastafari sit up on the throne. Oh yeah. There's a picture hanging on the wall. Rastafari sit up on the throne. Oh yeah. Hey, them no see said the world just start again, and the Almighty walk through earth again. I tell you it's a brand new birth again, and the Emperor Selassie the first again. Oh yes, it was judgment in a Geneva conference when Selassie I step in at the middle of you when the whole world tremble. The war just end like a Judah and a run no wire fence. Hey, there's a the throne. Ooh yeah. There's a picture hanging on the wall. King Selassie I see it upon the throne. Ooh yeah. How good I know pleasant it is to conquer the foe. Selassie I do it so the seed done so. The Roman Empire done know. Lion of Judah yeah the border. So no blue can't show. Crown him King of Kings. Jah rule all things. Set my people free. Yeah. So come make we leave Babylon. Yeah. And shut it to thy father's life. Put down them guns and them bomb. Yeah. Stop ordering and ammunition. Come make we leave Babylon. Yeah. And shut it to thy father's land. Put down them guns and them bomb. Yeah. Stop order all this ammunition. We are prisoners of war and no slave trade. The wave, how war upon thy black faith. Family and language and culture them separate. Black people them try eradicate. Stocks and their bonds well they called us. Buy on them trade and they sold us. Forbidding my people to read and write and give us everything which is not right. So come make we leave Babylon. Yeah. And shut it to thy father's land. Put down them guns and them bomb. Yeah. Stop ordering and ammunition. Come make we leave Babylon. Yeah. And shut it to thy father's land. Put down them guns and them bomb. Yeah. Stop order all this ammunition. Religion was meant well for social control. Subduing the young and the old. So doctors and the pastors, government and patrol. Hate the sufferation of thy poor. So robbery, extortion and murder done by thy aforementioned. Naked sickness, asylum make my people sleeping on thy cold concrete. So come if we leave Babylon. And shut it to thy father's land. Put down them guns and them bomb. Stop the ordering and ammunition. Come make we leave Babylon. And shut it to thy father's land. Put down them guns and them bomb. Yeah. Stop the ordering and ammunition.
Luciana, see?
Hasten to my help. Oh Jah, you see my trial and crosses in a desert time, and I don't know what more to do just to please mankind. Oh no, oh Jah, you see my trial and crosses in a Babylon. It's gonna take a miracle to let them overstand, Lord.
Teach.
Unto my people I gave my all, yet they still wanna see me fall. But through the powers of the Most High Jah, right now I'm standing tall. In the midst of the largest crowd, they wanna repel me and make me feel small.
Teach.
But I know Jah, you're the highest one, and right now you rule over all. So my time will come, my time will come, oh yes. But Jah, you see my trial and crosses in a desert time. I don't know what more to do just to please mankind. No, oh Jah, you see my trial and crosses in a Babylon. It's gonna take a miracle to let them overstand this. Oh well, they don't respect the one who gave them life, so they won't have none for I and I. Boisterous behavior they got all the time, and I don't know the reason.
Culture expression. We do things different. Yeah.
Yes, I'm holding on, yeah.
Go on, Mr. Tibbet.
Yes, I'm holding on, yeah. I've gotta be strong.
Explain how the culture works. Sure.
Don't try to take me away. away from my culture.
Che.
Don't try to take me away from my roots.
Explain, man.
What about the children of the future? They would like to know the truth. Don't try to take me away from my culture.
Explain.
Don't take me away from my roots. What about the children of the future? Don't try to blame the youths, I say. Who know the right and know the wrong must get us hungry. Brainwashing the people, them with your false doctrine. Obedient to those who lead their children astray by their works. They must get their pay. No longer we're staying in the darkness searching for the light. Too much tribulation, but someone will have to fight. We have to stand up and defend our own, or else we're gonna weep and moan. Don't try to take me away from my culture. Don't try to take me away from my roots. What about the children of the future? They would like to know the truth. Don't try to take me away from my culture. Don't take me away from my roots. What about the children of the future? Don't you try to blame the youth.
Culture expression, listen good.
Your judgment will be wicked and dreadful. You can't take the might from the mightyful.
Yes.
You're building prison more than school, just to take us for a fool. Stop discriminating my culture. You can't stop the words from my mouth.
Listen.
Poor people crying. I told them.
Alright.
To the hard way.
Listen.
Bertram and the cool ruler. What do you feel like? Quality of
Watch how this sound work. Slave master.
Every time I hear the music and I make a dip.
Tired of them together, star.
Slave master comes around and spank I with his whip.
For the poorer class of people.
But if I don't get my desire, then I set the plantations on fire. My temperature is getting much higher. Get to give what I require.
So man, I move with them tight, yeah. We chop by with side, yeah. Either we avoid, yeah. From them we walk wider. Me could go take my money and go work all no over ya. Me did not know King Selassie. Him a my guy, if ya no like we. No for them round, ya pagan. Me go no hand with the fire. We got the beer gun. Man, I go burn them up. Make them change them nasty way, man. See them a do some evil thing like them a worship Satan. Want for work, me not, yeah. Want for work with you, yeah. Want for work who all week. I not giving up pay. But a King Selassie, him a go lead the way. Gregory Isaac a singer, earthworm a DJ. What do you feel like?
If I don't get my desire,
I told them.
Then I set the plantations on fire. My temperature is getting much higher. Get to give what I require. Slave master, I'm the shepherd of thy pasture.
That them for Noah. What do you feel like?
You read me to scorn, so now me let you want.
Slavery.
Back out with it, 'cause I'm accustomed to you. Lord, I see you.
Good cut and paste. Yo, The Cure. You better be sure.
When I find that girl, all I could on swear that girl will be the only one for me, the one that makes my life complete. Yeah. And when I find that girl, all I don't swear that girl, she'll be the one that conquers me. My love is in control of me. Yeah. Would you be at one of my shows? Good love, it's almost like I'll never know. No. Would you be in front of my face?
makes my life complete. Yeah. And when I find that girl, I hold her down and swear that girl, she'll be the one that conquers me. My love will take control of me. Yeah. Could it be my next door neighbor? Real love, I keep me on my best behavior. Yeah. Could it be my closest friend? Yeah. Real love, it can never be the same again. No. Got a fancy car.
When one door shuts, another door opens, and no one else can close it. Takes that kingdom to soothe your soul and the light of the world to make you sing one love, one love. Takes a winner to have a loser. Without darkness, there will be no light. One love, one love. So it's sweet to watch you go, and you know someday you're gonna repeat. Sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's in between. Your role in life, you gotta choose it. Take the joy inside your heart and in your soul. Keep the world smiling. We say one love, we say one heart. It's a natural thing. One love, we gotta share it. It takes that kingdom to soothe your soul and the light of the world to make you sing. One love, one love. Takes a winner to have a loser. Without darkness, there will be no light. One love, one love. So sweet, la da da, so sweet, la da da, so sweet, la da da, so sweet, yeah.
my fears. Nobody told me you'd be here. And that's why you moved overseas. That's what you say. Hey. Tell me how you feeling. I never tell her with the day. I need you. Oh, yeah. Again. This never happens again. This is that once in a lifetime.
Artist, man.
Is a thrill divine. Yeah. Once more. This never happens before. Oh, I have prayed for a lifetime that such as you would suddenly be mine. Mine to hold as I'm holding it now, and yet never so near. Mine to have when the now and the years disappear. Yeah. What matters, dear, again. This never happens again. We'll have this moment forever. But never, never again. Never, never. Yeah. Now, hey, hey, babe. Missing my love. Oh, missing my true love. Somewhere I've lost my baby. Somewhere I should have held on much tighter. She'd be here in my arms. Oh, somewhere I hope she's waiting somewhere. Hope somebody will find her and take her to my arms. I would tell her that I love her so much more than she ever knows. I was foolish not to kiss her every morning and every day. And now somewhere my love is out there somewhere. If I could only see her, I
hurry up and be back in your homes before noon. It's amazing what love can do. Finding the special one who is true to you. A shoulder you can always lean on. When times get tough, the going get rough, they'll always be by your side for you. I would do anything for you. I'll happily do.
Now this is not you right upside of mine. What, baby? Hey, baby. Welcome to love. Welcome to this love. Welcome to this love. Baby. Welcome to this love. Take my hand. Darling, don't you say a word. Now here I stand. Baby, welcome to love. Yes. As the morning brings the new, this love will never fade. It gets stronger every day as wine gets with age. I'll love you with my heart until we're old and gray. Old and gray. With every move I make, every step I take, you're with me all the way. So let me say it clear, from now on I swear, forever I will be there. Take my hand, darling, don't say a word, no way. Now here I stand, baby, welcome to love. Be the vocalist, mega records. Hey, send no weapon from the against me shall ever prosper. Yeah, where would I be without your love? What could be your
Culture expression.
without you in my life? Yeah, you've been my shield, protected me. Under the scorching sun, you covered me. Hey, say in the rising tides, I've seen your power. I run to you, you're my tower. You fought my fight and brought victory my side. Under the scorching sun, you covered me. Hey, no worry, no worry, no worry, no worry, no worry, no, no. See, cause your road and staff comforts me. Your road and staff comforts me. No worry, no worry, no worry, no worry, no worry, no, no. See, cause your road and staff comforts me. Your road and staff comforts me. Hey, no weapon formed against me shall never prosper. Hey, cause your plan is better for me to prosper. Hey, I will sing with joy, I lift you higher. My faith's on the yeah.
place. I wanna be there to worship. Better is one day in your coat. Better is one day by your side. Better is one day in your coat. Better is one day by your side. Better is one day in your coat. Better is one day by your side. Better is one day in your coat. Better is one day by your side. I'm never giving, I'm never back down to another God. I'm never giving, I'll never give up. Calling upon your name, I believe in your holy name. Yes, I believe you are the true God. Better is one day in your coat. Better is one day by your side. Better is one day in your coat. Better is one day by your side. Better is one day in your coat. Better is one day by your side. Better is one day in your coat. Better is one day by your side. Lucia Mendes. Andres Garcia. And no one but you. Omega Records production. Nixo. Yahweh Allison. Yeah, yeah, yeah. In my life, I've had people who have turned their backs on me and left me in the sea. Yeah. Until you came around and rescued me, and I'm no longer in need. I've got no one but you. Nobody can hold me down. I know that you will always be around. I've got no one but you. So baby, baby, when you wrap me in your arms, I know I'm safe from harm, yeah. We're all sensitive people, but baby, you have found a way to calm me down. Our love will last forever, always, until my dying days. I know you're always with me. I've got no one but you. Nobody can hold me down. Nobody. I know that you will always be around. I've got no one but you. So baby, baby, when you wrap me in your arms, I know I'm safe from harm. Baby, I love you.
Yes. So we are going to go here, and God willing, we will see you all, hear you all, and the time, the name, Tuesday. So we will like this tune here, Boogle. Yeah.
Like I love you before, I love you just the same. I'm not there to play no game. It's when it rain. You give the right.
Yeah. I'm me and say now. No matter where you go, no matter what you do, if you don't have love in you, you got nothing at all. Cause remember, love conquer it all, love conquer everything. The Ogle said that. Whoa, yeah. Whoa, yeah. I'm me and say now. No matter where you go, no matter what you do, if you don't have love in you, you got nothing at all. Cause remember, love conquer it all, love conquer everything. The Ogle said that. Wow, wow, yeah.
Guidance. Guidance.
Why keep Rastaman when you can help him out? He may be down today, but not tomorrow. He is not a fool. He just teaches the school, and he will reach his goal. He reaches goal every day. Try live good, Rastaman, like brothers and sisters. Let love get into your heart and play your part. Give an helping hand whenever you can. What you have sowed today, you will reap tomorrow. Rasta is not the fool. He just teaches us, and he will reach his goal. He reaches goal every day. Every day, God. Don't go playing. He's the Rasta man. He's a He's a Rasta man. He gives love to everyone. Give an helping hand whenever you can. What you have sowed today, you will reap tomorrow. He is not a fool. He just teaches the school, and he will reach his goal. He reaches goal every day. Every day. Oh, in every way. He was a Rasta. He was a Northern man. He was also as he gave because he knows
Here comes the music.
all his fault.
Now, here comes the music.
Why keep a good man down?
guidance.